Afternoon, everybody. Can you hear me okay? Thank you for your time today. I'm not sure, most people know us from our free antivirus. That's what I get tapped on the shoulder for all the time. But this is us in a nutshell. We're a 200 million end user company. We're a $1 billion company. We're publicly traded. We have 1,500 employees. That crowdsourcing that we get out of 200 million users has made our business products better. So I challenge you to go out and look at the independent studies to see our products. But I'm not here to talk to you about antivirus. That 200 million people that give us some expertise. So when we look at managed service providers, and I've been in managed services for, I don't know, say 150 years. They give us back some feedback on what they're trying to do. So when I look at the things that they try to do, we get the top 10 lists, and they're fairly common across most partners. The one thing that stands out, I find, is there's a top 3. How do I build my business? How do I get better at delivering services? How do I increase my contract margins, right? So I look at that, and that's tend to be where I focus my time. Nowhere on those slide decks does it say, I want to buy software, right? But that doesn't work for me. I need to sell software. So I look at that and say, okay, let's look at your business. Because I've been in working with big guys and small guys, I've kind of put service providers, rightly or wrongly, in 2 buckets. So I put guys that fix problems and guys that prevent problems. So on the right-hand side, on your left, when someone's fixing problems, I feel I know what's important to them. A remote control is their key tool set because they're selling the idea of response time. When you have a problem, Mr. Customer, call me and I'll jump on it and fix it right away. So from a business model point of view, that's difficult. You worry about utilization rates. What if nobody calls? What's your business all about? When you're communicating your value to your customers and what you present to them is, this is how many problems I've solved this month. You'd never hear someone say, my mechanic is fantastic, he's fixed my car 10 times this month, right? You'd never hear that. But in IT, we want to celebrate it and say, you've had 35 problems this month and we fixed them all. That's why you're spending money with us. And it's a difficult value proposition to communicate and get new customers. It's certainly not a way of getting better at delivering services because you want to fix that problem and get out. So you talk about strategy with your customers, but if they're not technical, they're going to start to worry about why they're getting billed. Everything to them is computer related. So it's going to be difficult to discuss a strategy with a customer when they're fighting about a bill. Now on the right side, when I'm trying to prevent it, it's different, but essentially it suggests a contract, which I like because it builds my recurring revenue and it builds my valuations of the partners. But it's simply saying, you don't want to have problems, let me take care of it. So to do that, we need to have visibility. So without eyes on my customers or my customers' customers, you can't prevent things. So you fall back into reacting to, and you fall back into fixing things that are broken. So my new value proposition changes from how many I fix to how many you don't have anymore. You used to have 20 problems with the customer every month, now you got 2. So how do I do that? How do I become better? Well, I look at how you guys deliver services. And you sit there and say, okay, cool. How much of that can you automate? How much can I reduce the time that it takes for your engineers to deliver a great level of service? Because if you're not doing it, you're just kind of waiting to fix a problem. And that's kind of the reality of it. So when my new value proposition moves to reducing tickets, I'm in a better way to talk strategy with my customers. So that's the reason if I back up a slide, when we're trying to do this, we have these problems and these goals. At that point, we apply software. So Managed Workplace has been around for 12 years. It's eyes on everything. So we see everything with an IP address across the board. So we're a securities company, but when I think of security, it's a lot more than just antivirus. There's a lot to it. So when I look across a network and I'm delivering a service, it would be nice to be able to see everything. I want to see it because every single one of those, whether it's my virtual infrastructure, whether it's my firewalls, whether it's my kit, whether it's my applications, if they're not working, I'm having a problem. As a service provider, I'm trying to keep the guys on the right working. And I'm an end user. So I kind of want three things. I want to have my email, files, and internet access. As long as I have those, I can do my job. Take away one, where's the problem? So if I'm going in blind, I'm taking a long time to do it. And me as an end user, I'm upset. So the first problem we try to solve with Managed Workplace is eyes. Second is automation. How much can we automate? When you think about the time it takes to do stuff, whether it's logging on and checking stuff or updating processes or patch management or third-party patch or delivering AV and checking backups, all that stuff takes a lot of time. Now it's great if you have 20 tools to do that, but then you got to go to each tool to do it, and it takes time. If you can do it from one single pane of glass, sorry it's overused, I know, but if you can automate the tasks that you're doing, you're going to reduce the cost of delivering service. If you can do that, the simple pitch is you can do more with less, and that's what we're trying to come around. When you get to this point, now we can communicate different to a customer. When you have everything on one tool set, it's a lot easier to report. When you have multiple tool sets, it's difficult because you're pulling reports, trying to make it concise, difficult to communicate your value proposition to the end user. There's 100 and some odd reports built into the system the way you go. From here, this is I think a big value that we bring to the table. We start at the beginning of the presentation, we talk a little bit about why and the business models. Then we apply software. But there's that one piece that's really important that says, okay, cool, how do I create a program that someone's going to buy, right? Traditionally, over the years, people stuck their finger in the air and came up with a price, hoped it was profitable. And that's no good anymore because you can get caught out. So what we've designed is a partner program to help you build programs. Depending on the level of service provider that you are, you're going to take pieces from this. So if it's brand new and you're transitioning your business, we'll have an ability to show you how to do it a little bit faster. When you are a very senior organization, we'll show you new ways of taking technology and turning them into a service and how to go to market. We have calculators, we have guys and experts in the fields that have been there for, again, 10 to 12 years. These guys are not reinventing the wheel. They're looking at successful guys and helping our partners be successful as well. That's me, and thank you for your time.